So I have a question for you. Can anyone beat the myEcon compensation plan? We need to talk about this. What's up, my friend DK here? Welcome to the channel. Today we're discussing the myEcon compensation plan and trying to compare, trying to see if there's anything out there that pays more than the myEcon compensation plan. So do me a favor, if you're new to myEcon, you're just maybe checking my channel out, checking me out, seeing what I'm all about, do me a favor, go ahead, smash that subscribe button, hit that bell icon so you get notified anytime I put out new content, either about making money online, making money from home, myEcon, anything. Hit that bell icon. That's really cool because you get notified first before anybody else, especially when I go live, which I do here on the channel quite often. So, I've done other comparison videos comparing the myEcon compensation plan to other network marketing companies, and I haven't found a single company out there that comes close. Now, I think it is really easy to get fooled by number one, hype. Okay, number one, hype. Hype is the biggest fooler in the industry. Fooler, is that a word? I don't even know. It can be very, very, it can throw you off course because you might get turned on to a compensation plan based off of hype. And hype is really just short for hypothetical. Okay. But I like to look at data. I like to look at real hard numbers, facts, actual data. Okay. So I'm going to ask you first off right now if you think that there's a compensation plan that pays better. Now, and by the way, I'm not talking about matching bonuses. I'm not talking about fast starts. I'm just talking about team size and renewals here. So, depending on how many people you have on your team, how much money are you making every single month? Okay, based off of the renewal. Okay, that's what we're asking here in this video. That's what I'm talking about in this video. And there's some black and white math based off of myEcon's compensation plan right there on your screen. Now, of course, these are averages, okay? Because we all know that things can fluctuate, and we'll talk about that here in a little bit, but we're basing this off of real, actual data and averages, okay? So I'll give you an example. With the myEcon compensation plan, if you have, and the reason why, before I talk about that real quick, the reason why these dollar amounts change is based off of rank, where someone would be in the compensation plan, okay? So in other words, 10 members, someone would be at a gold or a platinum rank inside of myEcon. Okay, 50 members, you would most likely be at platinum or EVP Infinity. And there's only 4 ranks inside of myEcon, so it's really easy to figure out. You have gold, you have platinum, you have EVP Infinity, and then you have CEO Infinity, all right? So when we look at this, once you get up to CEO Infinity, the average renewal per person ranges, I think, between $9.50 and $13.30. So if we take an average of about $12, and yes, one could argue that it could be $10, it could be $11, it could be $12, it could even be $13. It all depends on how you build your team. So yes, there are variables. So we're just taking an average, okay? But if you have, as an example, 100 people on your team, all right, that's going to put you at EVP Infinity. You're going to be making, on average, about $1,200 a month in monthly renewals, okay? Monthly residual commissions. There's no check match. There's no fast starts here. There's none of those additional, hey, if you do this, you can get this, or you got to qualify for all this weird stuff. This is just straightforward dollar per renewal per person. That's all we're talking about. So I want you to look at some of this math, and I want you to compare this. If you are in another network marketing company, or maybe you do affiliate marketing, I want you to look at this compensation plan and say, hey, how many people are on your team and how much money are you making with those X amount of people? So as an example, if you had 500 people on your team, you would be making roughly $6,000 a month with myEcon. Okay. If you had 1,000 people on your team, you'd be making roughly $12,000 per month with myEcon. If you had 5,000 people on your team, you'd be making roughly $60,000. And I know many, many, many other marketers that I am acquaintances with, whether it be on social or personal friends with, And they have teams of thousands and thousands and thousands of people. Some of them, 10,000, 30,000, 50,000 people on their team. And they're not making anywhere close to this, not even anywhere close to that, because they are stuck in a compensation plan that looks very appealing on the outside. It might have looked appealing based on the hype, based on someone shouting from the rooftops, being like, "Oh, this is the latest and greatest thing. You got to get in. It's gonna, it's gonna move mountains. It's gonna create millionaires. It's gonna do all this fun stuff." And again, there's a lot of hype there. But at the end of the day, some of these other compensation plans, I mean, they literally have 50-cent residuals. 50 cents. 50 cents per person. So, I mean, if we just look at some basic math, if you had 1,000 people on your team and you got stuck into one of these other hype business opportunities, okay? So we got 1,000 people. I mean, this is really basic math here, but I'm just going to do 1,000 people times, okay, 50 cents. I mean, you're talking $500 a month, okay? So 500 bucks, right? 1,000 people with a 50-cent residual, you're talking $500. So, you could have gotten stuck in a hype business opportunity that looked great on the outside, that sounded really good. Maybe there's a lot of other marketers out there that have a big social following. They're telling you got to get into this thing, and what would you rather have if you had 1,000 people on your team? Here's the deal, guys. Like, no matter what business that you promote, no matter what network marketing company you're in, the process is the same. Like, the process doesn't change. Just because you're with a different company doesn't mean that there's going to be some crazy new thing. It's going to be easier to sponsor people and build a team. The process never changes. It's the same with any business. Okay. So 1,000 people is 1,000 people. So with myEcon, you're averaging $12,000 a month. With these other businesses out there, these new hype businesses that have, 50 cents or residual per person, you're making $500 a month. So what would you rather have? $12,000 a month or $500 a month? Okay. And yes, you could argue that the monthly membership plays a factor, which, let's just be honest here, it does. But, in this example that I'm giving right here for a 50-cent residual, you're talking what? $10 a month, $20 a month versus $60 a month. Are we talking anything huge? No, it's all under $100 here. So it comes down to the percentages that you, as the rep, as the distributor, actually get. What percentage of that monthly renewal are you getting? And with myEcon, it's much higher. So let's say you had 5,000 people on your team, okay? 5,000 people on your team with myEcon puts you at about $60,000 a month in residual income, okay? Again, no fast starts here, no matching check bonuses, literally just renewals, just your team renewing every single month. And you could be at about $60,000 a month with the 5,000 team members. If you were in a 50-cent renewal business opportunity, like some of these other new hype opportunities out there, that would be what? Basic math, right? 5,000 times 50 cents. You're talking $2,500 a month. So imagine doing the work and putting in 5,000 people on your team. 5,000 that's a good, healthy network marketing team. And you're only making $2,500 a month. Okay. And again, I mean, I know people that have 30,000, 50,000 people, 50,000 paying members on their team, and they're not even making a fraction of that. And this is just real life numbers, real life data, real life compensation plans. So again, we're looking at this right here, guys. We're looking at the dollar per renewal per person inside of a compensation plan. Now, there's a lot of other compensation plans out there that are very tricky to even figure this out, because then you have, if you look at a product-based compensation plan, it's incredibly hard to figure this stuff out. One of the things that I love about myEcon is it's easy to figure out. It's so simple. There isn't a more simple compensation plan than what myEcon offers. But if you start throwing in binaries and volume requirements, and you got to have this to do this, and there's all these catches and gotchas inside of these compensation plans, then it can be really difficult to figure out, like, how many people do I need? How much product do they have to buy? It just gets very overwhelming and consuming, and it can be incredibly difficult to even try to process how much money you potentially could make. Okay. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, please. Is there a better, and again, look at this right here, dollar per renewal per person. Is there a better, higher percentage payout in the industry per person? None of this 50 cents per residual stuff. None of that. We're talking, if you know of a better, higher paying compensation plan, drop a link in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Show me a video. Show me the proof. Show me the data that there's a better payout out there. There's a better plan out there, something that pays higher or even close to what myEcon pays per person. And, when you just look at the basic math here, okay, the numbers do add up. When you look at some of these other here today, gone tomorrow business opportunities that are popular for 10 minutes and then they're not, the numbers don't add up, at least from what I've seen. So prove me wrong. Let me know. Hope you got value from this video. Hope these numbers make sense. And of course, if you have any questions, my phone number is right at the top of this video. Send me a text message. Ask me anything, or drop a comment down below. Or if you have a better payout plan out there that you're aware of, drop a comment down below and let me know. Let everybody see. Maybe we're missing something. Maybe there's something better out there. Maybe there's something pretty cool that we haven't discovered yet that's flying under the radar. And to be honest with you, I think myEcon has been flying under the radar for too long, because the company's been around for 20 years. They have an incredible, solid track record, and it's one of the, if not the highest payout in the industry. And let's face it, guys, more people need to know about this. More people need to make more. I think that's what it comes down to. So I appreciate you watching. If you made it to this point in the video, do me a favor, go ahead, smash that subscribe button, hit that bell icon, get first in line to be notified when I put out new content. I go live or put out any sort of videos about making money online or myEcon, compensation plans, comparisons, any of that sort of stuff. You'll be the first to know. Thank you for watching, my friend. Truly appreciate you getting to this point in the video. If you need more information about myEcon, our team, how we give you over $11,000 in free value just for getting started, I'm going to leave an end card here at the end of this video. Simply tap on that. You can watch my full overview. Thank you for watching. Catch you on the next one. Take care.